Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Mike Makes It. Today we're having a look at another clock from our friends at Bluekin. In the past, we had LED ones, so you had an illuminated display which you could see at night if you wish to. That would dim. This is a little bit different. LCD, liquid crystal display. Nice bright display, but in the dark you're going to need a torch to see it. So bear that in mind. It came with batteries. We'll turn them over. Three AA batteries. I fitted those, set the time up, not a problem. What I want to show you just for a second, we pop the batteries out. This is a nice little feature. Let's say the batteries have gone dead, you need to change batteries. Pop that out, pop batteries out. Going to pop them back in now. I will say no display. Pop the batteries back in. Pop the back on. And it retains all the data, timer data, etc., which is a nice feature. It will come up here on the display when the battery is low. So probably when it's saying the battery is low, it might be time to change it. I don't know how long that memory feature lasts for. It doesn't say on the instructions, but I've left the batteries out in excess of 5 minutes and it still retains the data. So there's probably a little capacitor in there that keeps the memory backed up for a while. But yeah, you see the batteries go low, change the batteries, and you won't have to set the clock up. Although setting the clock up is real easy as well. Lot buttons down the left hand side here. We'll come to the alarm in a few moments, but if you want to set the time, top button says time set. Press press your finger on the button for a few seconds. 2026 is flashing. You've got an up and down button, so literally press the up to increase, down to decrease. Then press the time set button again briefly, and it'll move on to month and date. And if you set the month, for instance, for May, which is next month, it knows it's a Saturday. So based on the time, the month, the date, and the year, the day will come up correctly. So we'll set it to the 4th, which at the moment it is. Press again, 16th, that's today. It is a Thursday. Hours, minutes, again, up and down on the back. You just press the time set to increment through, and you're done. Temperature is also on here, 17 degrees centigrade. There's a centigrade and Fahrenheit button on there. If I press that, it'll toggle between centigrade and Fahrenheit. Relative humidity down here tells you what it is. We're in the garage, it's a little bit wetter than in the house, as you probably expect. There is an alarm function, okay? So we'll alarm set. Keep your finger on the button. Set to 2002. Say we wanted to set to a different time. You use the up and down buttons again. So say you want it on 2010. You've set it on 2010. Press the all set again. And the alarm is set, although it doesn't automatically come up on the display there. So I'm going to click the lower button, alarm on off. And there you go. You've got the alarm symbol showing on there, showing you've got an alarm ready to go off. There is only one alarm on this. There's not multiple alarms, i.e. you could have one in the morning, one in the afternoon. There is just the single one. But generally that's enough. It gets you up in the morning. I don't want more than one alarm. As I say, toddle on and off. So if the alarm goes off in the morning, you can press any button on the back to kill the alarm. You've got a snooze button at the top. If you press that, not an actual button, it is a sensor below the plastic bezel. So you press that, it'll go into snooze. You get Z's coming up here, showing you you're in the snooze mode, and it will silence the alarm for 9 minutes. And when the alarm does go off, you get bip, bip, bip. That increases to bip, 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 and it'll get annoying to the point that it's going to wake you up and you need to silence the alarm. There's a DST button, which if you consult the book of words that you do get with the clock here, it'll tell you exactly what that means. It's in English, all of this, although there are different specifications depending on the clock you have. There's, let me look now, I believe there was a German version, UK and the US, where the day and the month are swapped round, although you can change that. By default, they are swapped round. If you look on the back, I had a job finding this to start with, but daylight saving time. You press that button, the DST lights up, and at the end of April, I believe it is. I'm going to read it now. No. The last Sunday in March, the clock is set forward by an hour. Summertime apparently changes at 12:59 on the last Sunday of March. The clock is set forward by 1 hour, switching to 2 a.m. Wintertime at 1:59 on the last Sunday of October, the clock is set back by 1 hour, switching it to 1 a.m. So if you enable that, when the clocks go forward and the clocks go back, this will do it automatically, so you ain't got to worry. So that's kind of it with the clock. It's nice and simple. You could have it by your bedside. It's quite big, but if you're a bit blurry-eyed at night and you want to see the clock, so long as it's not pitch black in the room, you're going to be able to read this because of the display. That's got to be 2.5 inches high. I've not measured it, but it's a good size. This is an 18650 battery I have by the side of me. It's about the same height as an 18650, so it's a fairly large display. It's going to hang on the wall, and it gives you, if you wish to, there's a little template there, screws and wall plugs, so you're not going to make excess holes in the wall. They'll line up to the hook holes in the back here. That's not a very good description of how it hangs on the wall, but it's keyholes, I believe it's called. There's two of them, or you have feet if you wanted to sit next to your bedside. Personally, this was going to go in one of the rooms at home, and I'm going to hang it on the wall. But if we pull those out again, from the display they're on video in from, you can't see terribly well, but it does sit quite nicely. There you go. And you may have seen the alarm flash up quickly. If you turn it over, the all set button, if you press that briefly, it shows you what time the alarm is set for. So that's going to, well, what time have I set the alarm for the morning? Well, quick click on there and you know. But all in all, it's not a bad looking clock. As I said, LED ones were the ones we showed you in the past, but this is an LCD from Bluekin. I think it's under £30 at the moment at Amazon. I'll put links in the description, but there's an offer on, so it is actually just over £20. So get it while you can. It's not bad at all. So yeah, that's going in the house, so it must be good. So yeah, anyhow, thanks for watching. Mike Makes It. Have a look at the links. Go buy a clock if you need one.